Hello there, you are listening to The Screen Queen, where you'll be finding your favorite movie or your favorite television show and learning something new. You'll just have to listen to find out. Here is your host, Samantha Parrish. Hello there and welcome back to the show. As always, my name is Samantha Parrish and you are listening to The Screen Queen. So I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. During Thanksgiving weekend, I went to go see Heretic with my best friend Jenna, and I feel like we sat through 10 million trailers before we got to see what was going to be happening to these two poor Mormon girls that unfortunately got taken for granted. Yes, I went there. And the trailers were kind of promising. After I had wondered where all the trailers have gone, well, I think we got a lot of stuff packed in for 2025. A remake of The Wolfman was not one of those things I expected. When I saw the trailer in theaters, I would have never guessed in a million years this had to do with The Wolfman. The plot is about a family at a remote farmhouse and they're attacked by a whatever animal because insert plot here, you find it out later. It's one of those types of films. But the father begins to transform into something unrecognizable. And then the title card, The Wolfman. And I'm like, what? Like from the beginning of this trailer, the fact that it opens up with an entire moving van that has veered off the road and you're basically having that Jurassic Park scene come into another level of fear. It feels like the trailer took a page from Jurassic Park about those kids in the trees and was like, what if a truck was in there? What if that truck actually made it in there? That's what that looks like. I can't tell you how my heart dropped to see someone fall to the ground and think, oh, they just fell. No, something went to go get them. That's not good. I'm not really too big on the old monster films, but I've heard about how there has been some hits and misses with trying to make this dark universe project. I mean, it's still being teased. This morning I saw that Frankenstein is still being proposed. But because you guys stained like the Mummy movie, that still makes some hesitation if there is going to be a safe home to make the dark universe happen. We didn't get a good start, and every time we turn around, it's like, oh, there's still not a good start. We finally got one with the Invisible Man, but that was just kind of like an unexpected hit. The question is, what is a second film gonna look like? And now the question has been answered. But no one's been asking that question for a little while, so that's what makes it kind of out of left field. But I do wonder how this angle is going to go. How the movie is presented, there was no indication that this was a werewolf movie, which is a really good sign. If you're scared, but you don't know why you're scared, but you want to know the answer while you're scared, I feel like a trailer's doing a good job if it advertises it like that. But I'm also interested to see how in the world this is going to play out. One being the fact that Christopher Abbott is going to essentially be our Wolfman. I don't know how many people are familiar with Christopher Abbott, but he's a name that I've been seeing grow and grow every year. He first got a start up on the Lena Dunham show called Girls, and it was pretty much proven that he was definitely more than a Lena Dunham show. And I've caught him in some other indie films, and the man does have some frickin' talent. And this isn't Christopher Abbott's first rodeo when it comes to horror. Lately, he's been killing the game with horror films like Possessor and It Comes at Night, and now he's gonna be presenting one of the most famous horror films. Like it's gonna take some major cojones. There's a reason why you don't hear about too many popular werewolf films. If it's done right, then you hear about it. If it's not done right, you don't hear about it. So to think this is a second attempt at remaking The Wolfman, but where this remake lies within a big proposed universe, like, I'm just saying, this could be a performance for the books, or it could be nothing at all, except Mummy 2.0, and God, we don't want that. So it does give me some faith that he's going to make something memorable for something like The Wolfman. Like, you gotta bring everything. Like, the audacity to bring an old monster to life takes balls, man. I like the fact that this film already is not doing what others have done. They're not trying to make this like what Russell Crowe said, welcome to a new world of gods and monsters. It's like, just bring us the monsters already. That's what people want. That's what people are waiting for. This is how you properly tease a movie. I really hope it lives up to the hype that I am building it up to, because damn, this film could make history if it's done right. That takes a lot of nerve, because The Wolfman's got some huge history to it. The Wolfman was made at a time where it was an underlying message about Jewish persecution. And that's how The Wolfman was made, because it's the feeling of being found out. If someone knew who you were, you would die. So I wonder if they're going to put those same themes into this Wolfman. I mean, it's still new, but you still got to make some echoes to the past. I did take a little gander to see who's going to be directing this, see who's got the balls to make this film. It's Leigh Whannell. And if you don't know who that guy is, you're going to find him pretty familiar with a certain someone named James Wan, who did a little film called Saw. But Leigh Whannell's got some pretty impressive credits. He was also Specs in the Insidious film with James Wan. He also was one of the writers for The Invisible Man that I mentioned earlier, so I got some faith. I like what I see so far. That's some good trust. I really hope it lives up to the trust, because this will be a letdown if we had something like The Mummy happen again. I can't live through 2 of those. One was enough. But only in 2025 am I going to get that answer. I'm definitely going to get me a ticket, and I'm going to go see this opening night. I want to go see history being remade and hope that it lives up to the expectation. There's a lot to look forward to in 2025, and this is the first thing I have to look forward to. But one thing you can be looking forward to is the premiere of the Christmas series with Olive The Other Reindeer coming out next Thursday, if my ADHD doesn't get in the way again. But until then, this is your Screen Queen, signing off. Bye-bye!